So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
La alineación de hoy será...
It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This fella, Oyarzabal, is one player that's been catching my eye. His best position is on the left wing, although it's almost the antithesis of the modern winger. For example, he doesn't really have pace, doesn't play on the opposite wing, and yet he manages to be so prolific.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No way through, so back it comes. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And he's certainly onside here. Lofted in. Great chance! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aramburu. And the return pass. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Carlos Soler. Oyarzabal. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he can thump it away. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. He was under real pressure there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He is through here. He's had a shot! And there's a goal, and the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oscarson. Now he's running away. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Sucic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Mikel Oyarzabal. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. This looks promising. That's going wide left. Skip tries a shot! Oscarson gets flagged offside. Asensio. Goulet. And that's another throw. Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior. A tiny finish, and they get themselves in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pacheco. Valverde gets a foot in here. Mbappe. Spread to the right. And he whips it in. Chance, surely!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He has a look up. That is lovely. Carlos Soler. And it's Valverde. Trientes. Bellingham does well not to be outdone there. Threads one in. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. Trientes. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely weighted ball. Aramburu can get it clear. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear.
3 minutos de descuento.
Carlos Soler. Oscarson. And it's Soler. Goulet. Goulet going like a man possessed at the moment. Goulet. Oh, such a clever touch. Bullish header! And he stuck it away. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
El dorsal 10.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that is all they have time for.
Madrid are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Madrid largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So right back into the action. Oscarson stood up well to him there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Trientes. And it's Soler. It's Bernardo Silva. Carreras. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way past. Foot in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mikel Oyarzabal. Carlos Soler. Mbappe. And here's Goulet. Now this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the counter is on. And he skips past his man. Oh, nice touch. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Vinicius Junior finds himself offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18 será reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
Pacheco. Trientes. Oscarson. He's got away. Now the shoots! It's hit the crossbar. Sušić with the cross. That's destined for the flank. Knocks it into space. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking to play him in. And he's definitely onside. He has found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! He will be livid with himself.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Wriggles his way through, and he's managed to get free. Aims beyond the defence. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 20.
Gomez plays it short. Oh, good effort!
El dorsal 21,
crossbar!
el dorsal 17.
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And a chance! And that really should have been that.
Brahim Diaz really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Now it's Gonzalo Guedes. Tries to pass it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
El dorsal
Lots and lots of
12.
changes.
Serán sustituidos
Rüdiger.
por el dorsal 3.
And it's
El
Cucurella.
dorsal 21.
Cucurella making good progress. Oh, that's neat. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's come off the upright. Munoz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And it's Sušić. Rüdiger. Can he get it through? Asensio. And Carreras.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Just eases him off the ball. Trientes. Sušić is wide and looking to get onto this. Shot at goal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, just look at the way the manager's berating his defence. If I was on that touchline, I'd be like that too.
Carreras. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That's tidy. And it's played in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Madrid definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.